ye NDC policy baako anase intervention baako me de ba ya eye nkoko nketenkete a NDC launch ye MPP for money message ana money story ana mon sheda ni asema ana enkwara na munya akokɔ nwe endo munya biwi nkoko nketenkete no ye de ba begu kuram na ya soa anase ye benyen ya ton bi ni awi bi na obi nya nkoko na se sebio oton bi na owi bi a eno ne bone ne san MPP fo agimi sa wote se obi akɔ wi akokɔ achepa ensi Ghana biom because efie bi akokɔ wom sa bank telephone na money anam de guru obe no ma to atwena homache musimu ko adwuma homache no woje se enimo smo MPP no mo agimi because omo dam Ghana for sika ko to amena because they were involved in deep galamsey in your communities, your respective communities. You people could not talk because they were taking care of majority of you people. We can sit here and pick you one after the other and show every single person omo kuro wa ya galamsey. If you people want me to do that, I'll do that. And I'll start from you, Oja Hoho. Da bena mutis obiako Ghana Medical Trust from Yagusan Party Canada.
This is Boadu TV. Truth and integrity.
Fosia na oda ho saloon anyo onu ntina men pon ye o kame pon 7 esi ade waba and the try me some watabora otetabora support BP no dross me ensa ke kan kwase asem o Facebook otetabora e support BP munipa ai and amamen fosia men to meba sesa ye bia ni wo se ai and memra ne enhwe ai ofitabora wafotrotro team o tie wona sum sa akotie no saloon abofunu ye ka no kura kire na mafie moto ye MPP ma ai omo munyem no so ai amaka kire obukunu num ai akono aba ende ye emewura osin ai next year ote eye Santase people asi Santase light no ho no okase imagine robi ai oboa opemfo okotra na danfo ho akohwe because obese nenim gigi menim se ne be owo a ne ba be se Kevin Taylor enti MPP apemfo ni nyina ta hwe me because obi abese ne ba ho ofe oba be so wo be ma ogina so a nenim ofe nenim da ho enti MPP apemfo mna omusuro so mbewo ekufu ado type ni bi ba omia type no omusoro na mo hwe me enti be ko omdi pinyina ye mea enti opemfo ka chere kuru so wo ko nurse from poma ho okojindro ai last we come maternity o ka se me magi ba ku bi oboa okona danfo no akokohwe Kevin Taylor opese de ba de Kevin akono aba apofuru ja party de ko party papa now mama ndwedwa bi fufuro bo girawo again e koso amenti ye jandam bi o system nim. Is there another jandam that is jandaming that we have to jandam kill? Jandam bi o system mu ana na yanku jandam no and say me 2 days ago and I me say a year MPP for omukoko aso miracle aboaje monya preko dan bi manadem since o ka say nsu afade dan ne hu ne dan no asiato de ni ase say de kotra ne egu o miracle aboaje ka say nsu afa no ye hu bebi dan ne wo ye hu say ba omia de ni akohwe ye hu say MPP for akwa aka say oh miracle aboaje fie ne nsu komu ne nyoma nyina say ye hu bi akwa na no fia say wo ba etiti bi so keka nkwase asem eye Iran or one ke achina hange no wo see nsu afa wo dan ye hu picture ye hu video baby out ye nim wase ampanyi we ni ase de kotra ne egu o motete Ghana kan kwase now jandam no mate jandam fufuro bi and it's about you say nkoko nketenkete every video we Jimmy o you see a minister called parliament no and ye ka omoka eye de eye NDC policy baako anase intervention baako me de ba ya eye nkoko nketenkete a NDC launch ye and the idea about nkoko nketenkete ni nyina MPP die I know some time kra no I don't want to waste my time on them. Idea about nkoko nketenkete is say Ghana will fall in love with rearing and I say omankasa enye nkoko no maton bi na sibio omonsa ko ma no no ma wibi asa. Now, nkoko nketenkete NPP NDC launching in 2025. Two faces. Now then MPP for money message ana, money story ana. Mon shada ni asema ana. Now minister called parliament. And the minister say, "Oh, nkoko nketenkete no. First face na launch here no." Now I want to ask you a simple question. Do you know the type nkoko nketenkete no? Face is a woman. Two faces. Me say MPP for the message. We are Ghana near menti MPP no Jimmy omuni bibia ka for a year and a half MPP aka some papa bi a kire wato trim dabi obi ka asema ne adane na no ne Jimmy opal no emfa vote mo people like us when we are here. Eti minister eko palace oh nkoko nketenkete no you have two phases. The first phase is about distributing day old chicks to homes in fie. Tete no 1980, 1970, 1960 na Ghana for yenye nkoko nketenkete wo fie. Obi ho nkoko 9, obi ho nkoko du, uko sirema nkofo da ho nya nkoko nkakra ema omo ho. And our was okay. There are two phases. The first phase is say ebe provide nkoko mma day old chicks ama in fie. Obi ho ha oni bibia ye obetumi anya nkoko ne kakra omunyire obetumi aton bi omope enama wi ofi obetumi kubiawe. Into the first phase was that and our buying because the reason why I buy yes and say Ghana for will develop the habit of rearing their own chicks. Send beya if you be obekombia at least obi nkoko 30 nkoko 20 and if you be obekombia at least enam wo ho na sa nam na etumi nya ho emfaso kakra. Why not? Hey, the oya afefe ahwehwema de no ontafre ne sa ho kwa. Into the first phase was to distribute to homes in fiem send be nipa will be because there are people are or fie kakraka war down obetuma yusu party bi de anyankoko emba ni tirimu mpo se na me yesa de we ya menya sika kakra e na me so kura menya na mawe into why don't we take some of the chicken into abani general consider abi for Ghanaians to develop that habit of rearing their own chicken omo enya omo nkoko no. Why don't we bring this policy where it will entice people to be involved in rearing their own chicken? And NDC abide in work get by. And you can see it really did magic. There are so many homes and obeko na wanye in koko kakra. At least enya kwenti se payday 1 month bi otumi kuba akumienu we efie enkwara na munya kokon we and omunya biwe. So what happened was omu che san kokon no enkro enfie bebre emba time bebre nipa bebre nya kokon no biwi e de enyen. Now nkoko nketenkete policy na ba ye de ba say nkoko nketenkete no ye de ba begu kuram na ya soa anase ye benyen ya ton bi ni awi na obi nya nkoko na se bio oton bi na owi bi a eno ne bone ne san MPP fo agimi inti minister ne catch parliament say oh nkoko nketenkete de e koso. In fact omo nya ho fa so a omo nya nkoko ebusu no ebi kura mpo aden ekubi a omo de kire me say minister odi akoko e ba e menya bi wi bi inti wo ha wo ne san we emfa entumi sesa Ghana NDC jumadi omediama Ghana for. In fact so unya abotena say who study the number of people sankoko nketenkete first phase we abo ma you be shocked. Now the first phase ni now there will be something called the second phase. The second phase is say aban ebe distribute nkoko day old chicks amadian commercial poultry farmers. No, it's going to be in large quantities. And no, it is going to be basically tracked. It is going to be sold in large quantities. Aban sabe be in factories in a day almost make nkoko over 3,000 in an hour. In the first phase when was basically to introduce Ghanaians to say Sabio yari nkoko force ache. So we had the opportunity to also get nkoko baku bienu miensa na onyan na utumi hu nyansa enyam faso enyan ye na kakra beda so a ubetu enye sika the same time na wo fili. And no na NDC aban de aba. It is all person ukọ down na uhu the reality on the ground hwe de ekoso from. This is what is happening when it comes to nkoko nketenkete, how it may change in fear. Into the minister the minister was right. Nkoko no ye nya nkoko no e na omo wi nkoko ni nya nkoko bi omo wi bi, because at the end of the day that is what we wanted Ghanaians to develop. We wanted Ghanaians to develop the habit of rearing and at the end of the day consuming some and making money out of it. Because don't you think Kancham said o de nkoko nketenkete policy aba na Ghana for nya nkoko no omo nya wi a na omo tete owu. No, unya nkoko no unya nkosia na waton nkoko no do so na wachibi no awe. That is what policy does. It changes lives of people. And they also what say so bia ko wi akoko achepa ensi o Ghana biom because efie bia akoko wom. And efie bia akoko wom is because aban no etumi ama efie bia yenya akoko wom intend akoko enya priority a obetuma ka say oh bronya bo obi be wi akoko because efie bia be remi yenya akoko wom. Asa, this is life changing. Na maame na onye nkoko no anko onkoto momonenwe kwasiafo. Me pese wa wo ye nkoko nketenkete bibia no kojina weden yefufuo nefa akoko ni biye na twa video bre ne yembo nkyere Ghana fo wa wo Ghana bia nkoko nketenkete no wonya bia wonya nkoko wo pese o kyere Ghana fo se ampa me nyen me ton na me dibi monya video ma yehu. That is how you change lives. Into minister na no kind, there's nothing wrong with it. Na me nyen nkoko a me nkori momone kwasiafo na nkoko nketenkete na bind by phase 1 for homes no now just omunya nkoko no omunya agoton na China omunya nkoko na ton kosua no asa eden I make sure say nkoko no maton bi no madibi eno na ekoso no sam emmawi a wo hu omu nyina anka nya nkoko ketenkete a ende komu bebre anka ebi o mawari egu. This is life changing. Imagine say every home oba bia etumi nya nkoko sei hwe nkoko egu omochi. And so MPP for nkwasiafo Ghana for otna ho a masa ebedi agya wo e wo se wo so okasa wo pen nkoko ni bi and this is the time amefo munyina mo mpre nkoko ni bi mfiri aban no ho na yenya nkoko ofie mo amowo nkoko nketenkete a munya ya munya so mfa so no ye pese one munya fufuo na momfa akoko nto so na momfa nko gina nkoko buodi na magana fo ntia se tete no na mekura akoko menya bi nwe bronya ende efie bi akoko ya wi wom ye nkoko kosua di bi na fa ye eto muso amunni fufuo no monye eto na mongi nkoko kosua na monnua bi na momfa ntuatuom de de podi bi na monya video na ye mbɔ nkyere Ghana fo enkwasiafo ne mo nkyere on gimi we mu ombenya nkosua aton enya sika we mu ometon nkoko enya sika omese didi yie awe organic nkoko ama omom krunum ene omom manom achi they will live long mumu bi mu MPP omo gimi asema rekopoko kan no na kwan mu na da no into phase 2 no the government is about to launch the phase 2 and the phase 2 no is to make sure say poultry farms, accredited poultry farms, commercial poultry farms, Abai is going to give them enough day old chicks for them to boost farms, the number of nkoko. Abai we per se in about 5, 7, 8 years, young crankuko force every China beam. Everybody will now get used to Ghana kuko. Believe in the poultry at Ghana. And it's not the agric minister Eric Opoku make a chance say, yeah, no, Nema me won or the cocoa as say, or qua sense yaba. Or by an Eric Opoku at cocoa, air draw cocoa or paper so. Into only Kujumano only workia. Only Majumano, and then I'll bet the Jumano. And then I'll bet and say, Ekujuma, and Kuku Juman for so. Eric Opoku said, the doors of the government is open. While Pesa Yanko Nketenkete Abai is preparing for another level for the homes. Now the government is going to the second phase where they are going to resource poultry farms to get enough chicken. And it's in the Oko Kroma and Kosiabu, and it's in the Oko Kroma and Koko Boefu. What is so be a Kuko? A check if it's an Nkoko of Fie, Nkoko of Fieswa and Koran phone. Inti MPP for Jandam no Egu. Wow, what you are open BBI, this is the time to contact the ministry. Say, me MP, me sraw, money agric minister Nkasa, Nkoko ni here be, Monshe Nefe. Nkoko bebrebe ende obia ye poultry farmer into where dem sremo mo a sebio mo nkoko nketenkete a mo nkoko ofia sebio mo anya bi no mo nya fufuo mfa nkoko di bi nguso na mo nya video na mo send ye na ye mbonkyere Ghana fo ene ne chance omo magim no omo ne behu Kenya so omo nan siwo obehu so wudi fufuo ne nam obehu so wo ton nkoko obehu so wo ton kosu so onya bi ndi se we gimi odiba omiane ne nkofo echi moso a mo pese mo ye eto na mo di nkosua bi tuetue mo nye na mo fa video ni mra na yenye den yentuma Ghana fo hu emfaso a enkoko ketenkete e de aba. Now the second phase will be launched soon. Into more and more commercial poultry farmers, you have to also stay on standby. Abai is going to provide commercial poultry farmers. Abai so very soon they are even constructing a poultry slaughterhouse whereby in a day no omobetima ekunkukwo 3,000 in an hour. Abai the other banano. Intermediate point the government will be demanding for more chicken to be slaughtered to be sold to the market. And while we are nketenkete farmer, you will see these big farms coming to you to basically buy eggs and buy chicken from you. Ejuma we enye juma ketua eye edisika befie de Ghana ni hian say sika beka ne nsaka kra obetima hwe ne ho ne ma. And that is what we are seeing. Me hwe maamefo am kasa nyina ama meni age efise sa maamefo we de how e da omoso bread domoso and the abanwe bebre free omoso, and that is what we call changing lives, changing the people, helping the people develop. And this year's Social Democratic Party here for us the only be us and here party and you are seeing the government go down to change the lives of the people. President of the Republic John Dramani Mahama was out the whole day, and what he did was to help and clean Ghana. And Anamontua president for 2 days and any ochina President Mahama said Ghana for or say nyina yetu ye hugum e wa bontene na ye mantem a efin adokroye gatesim nsu a etwa and then the ekoso nipa omoye efin John Mahama say on tena Jubilee House and as a Flagstaff House and kase Ghana for moma ye nyina yentete yegatem moka say John Mahama part 1 or the a year every 2 weeks or so every month bia near national cleanup e Ghana ma Ghana tie John Mahama free abemu 2016 and achechede ne mba ne baaye and omo be Jimmy omo ho an omo twemu and for 8 years and a jai efin no man pilot ye and nsu abefa ye ndɛ the same NDC asaba back and the president nankasa say onko office and the onwankasa etc ekrum and na otigatem as a sign of leadership, a sign to show people say we all need to at the end of the day come together as a people. And John Mahama spent most of his day today in gutters around people trying to clean Ghana. He's living by example. He's leading by example. Or person Ghana 40 as you say, and not just to say it and stay at the Jubilee House, is to say it and also act upon it. And you started the 2 days national general cleaning exercise. President Mahama Ede Abba say yenina yendiso na sebio yamwa na yefia ye or any mantem without due respect. A thing be our Ghana biano and yamwa be the bakery sebio aponchi on your fins kama cry your fins preko cry fred preko omon koswa ball and free baby famba yene and yes afino. So it is upon us to come together and clean the debt. It is upon us to come together and make sure we clean our communities and cities. And the president is bringing back that lifestyle. You see, cleaning our cities and cleaning the nation, especially baby dance, baby and nipa bebreguno, it should be a habit. I was saying a yesu. Ahudie a habit. I was saying a yesu. And the president na asaba bium. NDC asaba bium that cleaning na yetaye na sebio from 2012 to 2016 na ebeji ntini ema efia na adokro enkran ne Ghana ha nyina no ekọ form no and the president asaba because for 8 years abozege any achichide mo baaye no omo de ajantina for no betugu omo so be wie sika ne omo for reata but right now the president said no we can't just make excuse me, we can't just make debt and sit in the filth and then blame government. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Until president say we all have to start cleaning our environment, cleaning our communities. Intende onwankasa etisi krom na oyeden odi juma e cleaning gatasim. And one interesting thing they say, we saw lots and lots of Ghanaians they were willing to clean their communities. And I should tell you say senior leadership omo be consistent. Omo Ghana for atiase. I'll be right back after this short break.
Media, let's go.
Yeah. So this is the main drain. Kojo. Okay.
All right, welcome back to the show. Now, this is the first step. Now, as the government is trying to find ways to, at the end of the day, make sure say if you know it's the right place. Making sure that drainage is like a sea which needs lots and lots of investment, sika to build, and the policy makers to make sure say the mraba ebebo inkrono buying from debt. No, the president is saying say until say policy makers will say okay, afeni yakoje sika, afeni yakoye odona, akoje sika, afeni yako biewemu, afeni or say for now no. And you think it's getting back together to come and form that damage we are seeing, or that carnage we are seeing, or whatever you want to call it. And to say, yes, starting kitty, it should be a habit. Say you're trying, not policymakers, a government, thinking of bigger policies to create a recycling plants, to create bigger dumping sites, to create big drainages. No, we need to start learning. We need to start cultivating that habit. We need to start building ourselves to understand. Say, thing. The president has taken this initiative. Onwankasa is leading this. He's making sure say a thing you're doing say enko baby yenya bancha haba na ehwegua sa efin na eko compile eko yekese ma insuto na eyiri. So the president is saying we should start it small. Say abanto looking at it in a bigger form. No, we should also start looking at it in a micro form. Yes, start your man tem. Your neighbors, yes, starting the entity got him not young say a chrono emwati. Into today, the president himself got into the city. He did so well every single place, and you could see how willing most Ghanaians were to do this. And that is what I've been talking about. nkophobia, with all due respect, yeah, it's a nine, especially any Ghana for, you need to always be making sure say, oh, Shapedi, you are keeping us in line. Eh? Ghana for any pebia, or start here, there, but the more you insist to say the right thing is done, they'll fall in place. And I believe, say, Saturday we are president has started, say, say, we are going to continue for this to become our habit. Sa amount of filter in sort of 2 minutes, 3 minutes, 5 minutes, na we will see, say, in so much matter 3 days, na in so year. The big drainages in Accra, but it is because the amount of filter, the amount or the levels of air flood in Accra, it will also go down drastically. So in Suato recently, obviously, but you see, the amount of filter appear free assassin mobile, and you could see say we are hiding a lot of debt, a lot of filth. When we stop and we prevent these kind of idea a few way by gradually making sure say to do a thing good anyhow now, we are going to save ourselves. And this the president is doing me pese ahemfo me pese etitru for more Ghana. We want the statesmen you need to join hands with the president. The idea whereby we want the chiefs to also fall in line. Make sure the president directive obia or take Ghana Kurobia so no ediso. The minister will speak, the MP will speak, the DC will speak, the MCU will speak, but you, the chiefs, too, should make it a part of Mokasa and Emra Moshe. I expect the National House of Chiefs to also come out and say this initiative by the government, by the president, is something we also want to uphold. And that every single chief will share the National House of Chiefs. It is your responsibility to make sure anytime this 2 days national general cleaning, it is a must. It should be compulsory. It also the National House of Chiefs, president has started initiative, the National House of Chiefs, and then you demand it, recognize it. You are not at the ATM. This is the time the National House of Chiefs to also join this and make this compulsory in their respective area in Kuro Mudiso. National House of Chiefs releasing a statement to all the chiefs in Ghana that the president has started something very important. But the president is up there. He cannot always come down here and be in the gutter. Yani any community netsi, yani edi ahemfo, yani yecha aponchiti ayari, yani yecha ojanti ayari, yani yekunentwi ayede breye ne kase ne ayari. So it is upon us, the National House of Chiefs, to also be involved deeply. We want the National House of Chiefs to come out with a law, and also that Embrana Omne Parliament entina sinka say Parliament muma yetumi na sa cleanliness ejuma we no yenso yentumi nya authority bia yebetumi ahye yenkɔ for say wa anya na ohene kase edu kogina court, you have nothing to say. I expect the legislature, I expect the people who make the laws to also collaborate with the National House of Chiefs. Na yentumi fa ta to me we be ema hemfo no form, because yenya kai say in the past ahemfo etumi samanko for na yewo asama obufra himfia. They had the authority of the chiefs to make sure say the right thing is done. It is if the government has the power, if ahemfo omo Ghana ewo power no, Bonoman hino power, Awonafo hino power, Asantefo hino power. Na say sa time bia ebedi sa adwuma we bi no ye hu se obi a involve no ho a ohene no betima kasa sa nipa we mo nkyere no na mo fa no ko gina court, because ye mra ehye eden nipa se also mo ye ohene no benya tumi kakra na ono so aka say ende sa adwuma de we ne edin e wo asankregwa metu nipa 50 omuto omho agumu asankregwa o asankregwa omo no mo hwe se obia edi sa adwuma no sa nkofo ne be ohene task force a ombe make sure say obia edi dwuma we na ama pressure na e da aban so no akofom kakra. What this president is trying to do is say sa volume of efin aye no opese oteso, because right now no aban na edwene e kwan ya ombefa so ombenya bebi ebetumi ato ebola egu, how ebetumi recycle your bola, how anyoma bia eye fia entumi enye den empro asase na se no ombe ye free system nim, how aban no betumi ade emra bia ba nipa entumi enye den enye bola. Iti aban ne ye de de no moma ye so ye make sure say ahemfo na omudi nipa no so wofom no ya mo sa atumi kakra na sa ade we a president dia ba eye national general cleaning exercise no omu nyina betumi ade omo ahema ye betumi aboa ma mantem ne community no ejina ne na so. So immediately the local government should meet the House of Chiefs, the interior minister and whoever is in charge, they should meet the National House of Chiefs, collaborate and think through this very well. Mama ahemfo no enteki part in it. Let them play a role. Let them be championing this idea into a krobia or hinibia woman or krobia or hinibia woman and a Ghana a krobia or hiniwom. Now, making sure say, sir, a cleaning window. It has become something that is part of us. So why nya? The moment we start doing that, we will limit the amount of trash we make. The government will be able to position itself to also help policy-wise create avenues that will make trash form. So this is something that we don't have to joke with. And there are some videos in the system. You saw some people who refused to take part. And you could see, say, the embarrassment. Send a man for me, yet chinipa and soon akogum. Ghana for any baby at the same preko, yet the same nine. Say, one tiaya, yabeko swe Jimmy home. Ghana for any baby, ye hypocrites. Yabetuma kwa niya besia, niya baby jina say, hey, ahabon, we are like that. We are naturally foolish. It is, ye say, I was sometimes, I was abiding in nice form. I was abiding security agencies. So now, I'm nice form. This National Day of Cleaning or whatever they call it, I was buying the security agencies, the authority. The day there's any kind of cleaning, people are supposed to be involved. This is something that we need to exert a buying authority. We don't have to abuse people, right? But every single person, as far as you live in our community, you should be part of it. We should make it say the first 5-7 hours of that day, no shop will open. Every single person should be involved. From a banker to a doctor to the last person, a politician, we all have to. This is something the government needs to be very resilient. The government should be straightforward with it. Mamon Krokro Ghana for on this thing. Yema Sadewe the new attitude of Ghanaians. I'll say we need to love to protect our environment. We need to love to make less trash. We need to understand. Say I will say abine Emma and Nikoya home and so that is Moses, and Moses' number is 0551208848. Moses is a plumber. I know, so we'll be here a few things to do your work as a plumber. We will reach out to you to help your work. Me sure say we'll be here maybe a bit more breaky blocks, and I say some concrete we'll be here maybe out be with you. I am willing, my team, our platform, we are willing to give you a few things to help you with Juma Awoye. Inti Moses and the Ghana military for Ekohuna na on one kasade na hoden making sure so we create a path for insure and namgatem sebio contractor be kwan no or yeah concrete blocking no and Moses ede na hoden president ka say ondim ran so with him ran so why yet more than he's supposed to even do. Inti what we can do from our side here, we have taken Moses' number. We are going to make sure we get in touch with you. Adebia obe here abuama wojuma koso na sebio woso no ama onsako wano etuma hwa oyire ne wo ma sebio obviously juma wo ye opese ekonenim dia yeso betima ye dia boawo ama sebio wojuma no so ejina na so no. We are going to do to help you for just being a citizen, just being a patriotic citizen, helping solve a problem. Sebio kawanya sade we are in soto bi man kan nipa bebreja pade be say. Inti Moses, we have recognized your work. We will do everything possible to reach out to you. Your phone number waha. I'm going to get some people to call you personally to talk to you. Samia Mesweba Ghana, I'll find you and sit with you. Adebia we here to help a plumbing job, we will help you to sustain with Jumano to make it better. And also any Moses there. Yeah, can't a year and the cleaning our air costo. And we saw a few MPs and ministers out there working so hard with their constituents. In fact, there's one MP, Okankwe South and North, Mr. S. That lady, I really like her a lot. And I saw her confront a lady, not a officer. That lady saw MP come out, move from her office to get in the gutters to work. Now, Aketesia almost office. All because you saw air condition being no shape. You see, Ghana for nkoko, they are so like Mentia say ana yanya na yane ana yanya na yefin ana say mun for a day some hours na yefan cleaning efina ebi mo akrachefo nketesia. These are the same people in so yiri na for nyoma na obegina TV. So the government should help us. The government should help us. Omo nyina hyehyɛ draws and so omo ndi omo huni. Now, Broni yakache say we should all come out and clean our community. Broni biya bejaye. But eba bibinia Nigeria ne say oya papa che plumber no. Eba bibinia kwasi ampe yim so oya doctor to oya papa che nurse ni no. Kwasi ampe yim so oya nurse to oya papa che eya de ma me no toduan. So you get to see as a Jimmy. Just spend a few hours, clean your own community, and make sure say one person will protect one. Almost them and a whole MP. I like the way the woman confronted this lady, because you see, some questions some Ghana, and the next time this goes on, Abano also almost started chinipa, because they are chinko funguma. People will keep on fooling like this. And see, Okankwe, was it Okankwe? Was Okankwe where? And also, the vice president was out today. Sorry, the vice president, Professor Nano Pokwajima, was also out. I saw people like these are the first people of this land. The president, the vice president, more busy than anybody else in Ghana. The vice president, you're busy, most people in Ghana. But the vice president today, Professor Nano Pokwajima, was on the street cleaning gutters. The vice president, who has a lot to do, Maami Penyini, she had to put on jeans to get on the street to basically show leadership. Ne nya nkete bi omote say a community bank no ayomo say school no mko no obianko bi o Canada and a Jimmy. We all saw the president out there working, the vice president out there working, senior ministers. I saw the finance minister on the streets helping other people clean gutters. And we sit here now. Community Jimmy be say, me a teller, me a bank teller, and me bank teller. You talk $200 a month. So bank teller for that money and I'm the good robber. No matter to action how much, Musimu Kujuma how much no. Would you say anymore? And these are people in Ghana. Omomani pebin kasa and kwasiasam, and I think it's about time we started punishing these people. We saw the vice president on the streets of Ghana. Why not say and the Okwejuma oye busy chain the vice president of the republic? Why not say oye busy chain the president of the republic? Why not say oye busy chain? But these people took the day off and said no. Mumma yankwa bontene. For once, mumma yankwa den yanko cleaning your neighborhood. Yanko and send a message to the world say Dabi. I will say ye dear huni. So we also saw the president. We all saw Edding. It says, we all saw the vice president out there. We saw the president out there. All these people were working hard. At the end of the day, this is what we need. We need leaders that at the end of the day will commit to Edding, making sure our environment, our communities, every single part, MBA is soup. And that is what the president is doing. That is what the vice president is doing. And I told you about Okankwe North, right? Okankwe North MP, Seriza Awuni, confronting Edian, some lady, a whole member of parliament is out there picking trash, cleaning gutters. Now, nkoko bi shedema so air condition say, we don't want to do this. And I like the way, what parliamentarians need, you know. Sometimes I feel say, because of the way you pamper some of your constituents, you know, and then sometimes, you know, you have been elected as a leader, and I like what Theresa Awuni did. Sometimes you need to let the people understand. Say, when the time comes for you to also do your part, you need to do it. And this woman approached this lady and said, "Hey, I'm the member of parliament here. With all due respect, and I also want son chairman. Me and I also want chairman. Say, you make trash here. So why do you make it look like say, yeah, Jimmy, we should clean the community for you, Abawa, to be able to make the trash?" She respectfully confronted them, and this is what we need to be doing.
I have left my office and I'm in the gutter here. Omu cleaner be any ha me ko bisa na so omu cleaner yare etu mo so wa ko chi ni security man na no wa ba office o ye ejuma no wa chi ni so 100 cleaning gutter no mu and family all I need is the content to be clean because
kwasi asema mudi o Ghana, a stupid bank, cow bank, such a foolish bank. You see, Obia Bebia Uye Juma, just take an hour or two and clean. Because you have a bank and Confosika. They sit in that bank. Yeah, my men want to join me. They say, well, no, I'm going to see a wedding in Kwasiafo. Just get out. The president has given an instruction. Oh, manager, no, or see, the workers, they are Kwasiafo manager Fumbi or two. And then you will get some foolish person sitting there. Minister, no, MP arrogant, here to man, Kwasia Penny. Now to Abaman's office. And we sit in Ghana and because Kwasian Penny became the bank international so in Nipa. This bank is supposed to be closed down. Tomorrow, they need to shut it down. They need to make sure until the cleaning is done, that bank is not opened. And then we get people in Ghana, then they want to also be act like they are bigger than the country. The president gave an order. One can say free dance man, Nako Techima ko cleaning ho. Or see baby a Juma. This is a whole bank. A member of parliament is on the street working. Nankwasiafo go wi wi ankofosika. Then am we na bank ho. Amam for tum do musika beto. Then ye betino na obi ti bank ho we sika ni nyina akoto e de aviator. Ye hu sanko asem bi Ghana. And these people don't respect anybody. In the name of they are being paid 150 Ghana a month, 230 Ghana a month. This bank needs to be shut down. Many minister MP na come tum ewiana. Na ma hwe dipo obeko court. They don't want to do anything. Almost sorry where they live. Okohwe baby asa bankers we omugu tell us no. Omuti ebi omuti efi omuti mu ho. Almost sorry no pa. Almost sorry no pa. Sorry. Na omochi omoto na mabetena achichichi obonim say de omokwaje asole collection akokan baby omote obi ti ukro baby a wo free buy na obi ti ho pepa ho wo bank na wo so ye teller no baby a wote no a wo free ho ebe adwuma no pa no obi e clean ho oni ye na wo tutu a bag mu no somebody is fucking cleaning it now we do adwuma na say clean we nimu a o manager na Jimmy to say the workers are not there. Foolish cow bank, very foolish bank. Very foolish people, and they sit in Ghana and kwase asem nko. Now, Muntie Asemwi na mentoaso. A lot of people were out there. The finance minister, he was out there. The finance minister working. This is your finance minister. The whole finance minister. At least people are showing leadership. At least this is a two forcing. People are showing leadership. People will see and be like, no, if the minister is out of his office, I have to be out. That is what leadership is. The finance minister, but he's showing leadership. Now, more good car bank, more busy chair finance minister. More good car bank, are you bigger than the finance minister? But the finance minister left his office the whole day working on the streets of Ghana, cleaning. You saw the defense minister. Broja Jemfi on the other side. This is the defense minister. Broja Jemfi currently, he is the deputy finance minister, defense minister. He left the office. Broja Jemfi was on the street. Yet it's Ghana and Kwasiasam, Yashamra say in this one. Now Obisku Tantan Fimbia Wakobino. Now I am also a better. One year goofy, I will be paper. No, I better be a human as a paper. Or say, bank manager say, our boys are going to clean. They need to fucking shut that bank down. That bank, cow bank, and there was our branch. It needs to be shut down tomorrow. That cow bank, North, that bank should be shut down tomorrow. What kind of stupidity is that? But it's a bank where you go for a wedding. Now, ya chimwa na maboni mu say ya konhia. I can question some say our manager said. Mo managers are from Ghana. Omudi ji nkofo sika ye ni momo. So mu sika bia omo betu twade amayen. Oh, so we must say in Cabronia Ponchi, a dunia Kubronia Ponicuna Cahu. We muno, Kabia Bronia, time a do ye cucum ponchi, Yachana Frani Kunakam. We mo, when a car say cleaning way the whole day, can I say cuckoo? Or no for Bibia Mamma or Dia tax. We Okono Guiswa, why say, O pro no numisa a janka. Akwa we are on said oh sikebe be on tax wa wo se chimpanzee ena nkwasia keka ena ye be clean ya de aduane be na ye be di kwasia pe koro butu oba so a I say krodo so Kwasi Jimmy Kasa sa nipa we na eye adwuma se yebehwe Ghana fo. Insu afa onyoma de na man nsu refa onyoma. Wo bebi a wote no, wo bebi a wo ne. Peyin toto sa ne tutum osora no wane anadwo no wane asisto echi. Na onum wi gu so akonom apetehia anom konsho kwasia. Ne ho fi pepa ebiri na wane no wankasa tete ogatam na wo ma na wawo mo so otwe no obi ankonya yare se de be yakobọ besia bebi a wotifi adui unam na wo pe 20 Ghana unim nyansa ebiri na wo ne gu store na se no bebi a wo soro ahomachia na wakonde na wanum wi abetena wo se wo de wani aden wanim kitikiti sa Rambo 1 na ya se pepa wa wo bini wo wotua bola sika o bola zoom lion for bola so wotua uni bola de ntia na to bola gu wo Kwame Jato wano se zato Kwame Jato wano se zato na wote TV3 no me say wo bola de we wo Jato na wote wono bola de be na woto bola gum wo ne by heart enkwasia bola na wo ye ono no nkwasia win na mantan mu di nkwasia sam ya say for about 1 hour 2 hours paper bini na wo ne no na de wo chichire na wo ma no ne oyire ne a wo chichire etoto na why wo bossa chenchina betena say anyama woduane ni aboofunu mo de munima na adie ne aduane ade papa bia ne utire no wawuni akosie no uba kotena ukrom wana soma se brankran obi na so oba me se betena nkran ukrom woro edan ni wo tu kotena ukrom ana opa besia kura wunya waso ntire mu se torchlight opa besia wana ko besia no bo ho mode na ye adwuma ko ukrom ko ye koko edi sikaba ko ukrom ko ye nyadoa ko ukrom na ko ye de akatoafuo ko ukrom na aban nkoko nketenkete ko nya bi wanim hura se de ohuru ntuma ewo Uzbekistan abetra kekan kwase asem na aban fa aduane ngu kaabu na kromfo ko wiade ko ma omani mebo a ompa adwuma no bebre gugu nkran bebre gugu Ghana ha aban se ende ye be prapra bebia yete edan ya yetim gata de nim obetum ne 30 minutes aya fa ye wa wotu fia betena aka se yenye bangungu kam yenye bangun fancy kam kwasiato wa beti se de okyekere nkyene awo kede yenfa bangu ensika mu na otwe wa yadwuma ma obi udidi nkwasia ma ne nkwasia ne na ese wankata to gata mu a anka wo kasa na nkwa kasa o me bola ade de si wo no 2 months bia metua e ma zoom lion beyi wotu wo ni bola ade e na to bola gu otwe
mama ya nwene ho ade en
ay mo so mo ne mo ko fo de bi nkasa ay mo ne mo ko fo de bi nkasa na ade na awo ho ache enyende Bob Marley mu nyina yusu ya mo ne mo ko fo de bi nkasa na na sometimes mo ye nwome ne bi wo ha ana ma ye no so anu mutia mo ko fo ne bi ayeye nim se ayeye aya mo ne mo ko fo de bi so nkasa na nwome bi wo ha wo ye nwoma na ebo odi mbone ayade e wo ho ye nyina nim se eyonyame ne boye bayanka se enu nti gina so na fa di nkwa asem aya mo ne mo ko fo ne nkasa na ano betia mo de bia mo na mo force me anu betia mo ye ni agege ho abo ho ban eduadua egugu so abeduru this time a eda ho ha sebio enko bebia na ne mo ne mo ko fo no so nkasa kakra rasta na mo ko fo bi nkwasa se no mo di na too much. All right, now if you want some na yeka na medru krom eye asama yeka nyina mebusa o Mahamudu Bawumia owen ne yire na ne tonka ne nanka ne kotodwenka no omwen Bawumia ne yire MPP fo na omudi MPP enim no omwen ye clinic Ghana mamema information bi and the oseche mensa bonsumu enyina ne Bawumia kohia say this initiative of John Muhammad Abano is very important to say Mahamudu Bawumia beyi ni ti esi krom na sebio ono so atigatem aboama MPP for waka kire mu nyina o Ghana so omomwa na yenti efie o Ghana Bawumia ka kire semensa bonsumu se onye Mahamudu Bawumia and the oseche mensa bonsu ono ni team no koroka say sebio se woni nyansa let's get on the street leadership by example yama Ghana for hu say efi wo krom woso sebio wabedi Ghana so pen 8 years ya hyeda anya bibia mfa efi ho sisi da pa krom for wi asika ma ende eda ho sen ukom pia bontene na koti gatem na gada MPP fo nyina so omoso mra na John Mahama de nyansa bia ba ye nyina yemfa den ye party nto nchen Mahamudu Bawumia ka kire oseche mensa bonsu ne MPP fo se onye. Since this idea was started, what is Bawumia a release statement that he supports John Mahama and the NDC government for bringing back this idea of sanitizing or cleaning the system. No. No matter what they told Bawumia there or say onye. Ne yire Samira Bawumia ka kire oseche mensa bonsu se ono oni sa time na or ko jina gatem akoti gatem. No. Sebio we twitwi fie. And into the whole day. Mahamudu Bawumia said never. Now, a big conversation. There was exchange. Emma said Chairman Sabutu catch and say he needs to do something because when Pierre Bontene and make a public statement, I endorse John Mahama's decision and idea, the government policy, and I say intervention. Omadi aba say eba best senior yedi yehunia sadia de beha MPP. Mahmoud Bawumia catch him say omunko ochina obedwene ho. And into the whole day, you did not hear a single word from Mahmoud Bawumia's office. And into the whole day, you didn't hear any of the senior MPP communicators speak that Mahmoud Bawumia is going to come out today to take part in this clean up exercise. And as we speak, Oma Fre Ahimfubi se Omo convince Bawumia se ochina. Whether he likes it or not, he needs to go out there. It has become a heated argument. So Ahimfubina and the Omo convince Bawumia and agree say tomorrow he needs to be on the streets. MPP Ahimfu. Ahimfu Omone MPP aye jumache. Kache Bawumia say, do not follow your wife. Or you know on your garden ni of Richard. The Omo bedi cry den terrorists for and a guho. Men do yiri wechi. Way something you need to do as a patriot. Say John Mahama de ba ekrampa. At the end of the day, you want to lead the people. Adebia Yema Ghana no, you have to support it. Ebesine. So as we speak tonight, they are thinking of making Bawumia step out tomorrow. As we speak, that is the conversation going on this night. They want to make sure so Ochina Bawumia Mpie, because Bawumia Mpia, Ghana Fobe will say he does not care. He does not even want the MPP. In fact, what happened was that when I said Chairman Sabonsumu called Hono say the NPP as a political party are or no leader, no senior executive should get on the street and try anything silly. Because one, to him Bawumia, when people go out to support this idea by John Mahama, they are technically saying that John Mahama is a smart president. It's making him look stupid. And it's like the whole day, you did not see Mahamudu Bawumia on Wankasa, the AIDS, Dennis Miraklabuaje, Akosua Menu, and Bini, and you did not see any of them. All of them stayed back because Bawumia said nobody should try. And it's somebody Olidi, the NPP. Right now, as we speak to you, Mahamudu Bawumia is the leader of the NPP. Mahamudu Bawumia, and Okase NPP, Obiankoda, Obiabeda. Mahamudu Bawumia, only the leader of the NPP. Mahamudu Bawumia say he is not interested because John Mahama had the idea in the buyer. Mahamudu Bawumia and the day. Mahamudu Bawumia and Osiba Mahama had the idea in the buyer into on yet. Me see me busamo. And when we say Bawumia office, they release a statement or a video on the cleaning. Ote say Bawumia ire. And what is say NPP for Omune Bawumia nam. Did you see any single person even insinuate on Facebook? They all went quiet. All of them went quiet. Nobody even posted a video of themselves cleaning their own homes. Nobody posted a video of even MPP National Executive Bakumpo because Bawumia has given an instruction. They are still convincing Bawumia say on the Ochina on Pie Keke. Onkoye to say they also etibola na Ghana Fonka say Onimunyansa. Bawumia is still insisting he's not going to do it. So Bawumia Abontinia, he's being forced to do it. So Mahamudu Bawumia Abontinia, he's being forced, and he has told them he's not going to do it. And this is the guy who wants to be president of Ghana. This is the guy who wants to lead Ghana. There's a guy who say he's intelligent. Ghana for a hiano. Oh, say me catch them. Hey, you see, NPP for more minority or more parliament. Almost say almost demand full closure on source of government 350 million flood relief. Argues an ongoing legal dispute bars withdrawal from the contingency fund. And the NPP for after consulting Baumiano, about parliament, after your marking a kakaro gunity hono. Almost say, in so that torn anuya a fa nipa ku nipa. John Mahama banker said, no, you'll be from the contingency fund. Sika and when you hear about ye yibi at the Magana for. And the MPP for parliament, almost say, Tiasia say, a buying time 350 million say, or the bois omo. This is MPP. Almost say, Tiasia, I didn't know buying 350 million. Say, or the Magana near. Ne daimu nyoma say insu afa ne djuma ne ba ewu apemfo a omobre nipa ameno ka say ende omunya bebi nda no MPP for na press conference endra e ka kire aban say adenti na aban ko yi sika no. Hey, like this is shocking. At some way, sometimes when you listen to these things, it hurts. This is the NPP that led Ghana for 8 years. This is the NPP almost say yemfa aban Ghana and show monsa. And at Ghana for people are wailing among for a bread. Yen need to insure a far nipa. Yakako nipa be 30 and over obu amount for ma ewuye amount for japade nyina hye. Insure far nipa John Dramani Mahama Eka said finance minister you will be a friend contingency fund. You will foot to be a to yerenchem to ya. I was saying, Sasikano at the Boa Ghana for Momu here. John Mahama chef finance minister only Sasikano. Now from my encline for the Ghana for more Ghana Fenya Bibia in sooner toy there for more Muchiroma, a bini baby tino. And the MPP for Parliament, Thomas Sasikano, and this are binding a bind by young conta because Omun Jin to after your marking the lead MPP for. After they consulted Baumia, said they don't want the government to give the money to Ghanaians. Almost Adentina Bayako Tamsa Sikanama Ghana for him. That is the MPP. This is where it gets dangerous. This is where I keep telling you, say, MPP for Ghana Nibia who they just want to destroy you people. In Kofo with Fasika, Eko tu amena donko se cathedral. To men save nipa baako ba to men save opimfo bia almost a chase kan die ende aban bia ba ndc aban aba na nipa ho aka sei na nipa ewu na nipa ni baby da ana anadwo ameno ka say obi eni baby da na ndc aban John Mahama say munyi sika eda ho na momfama sankofo omo betuma ko haidan omo betuma ko tomatres bi na NPP for Parliament so omuntiase mema abine for sikane maubia and all the MPs some MPP for so omunpene the 66 piglet all of them including Patricia Pieja neto edwene mami penyini a waman kwara di nanim ejimi a odi achiri mami penyini o se oye bad time Patricia Pieja abrewa posopo na nufu nyina egu onsienya nse hu se enkwara na ejimi a ono mami penyini na obekasa akire mo no and Patricia Pieja gina so ompeme adentina ye tam sika unima de kro adekudi ntom ye sa ne se party no eye MPP no hu ne se sa atoyera nchem no that flood no majority no esi won kran na in the head of the MPP no enkran no eye enkran fo na tewo omunya asantefo inti nsuo yira fa nkran fo a adentina de Ghana sika ko hwen kran fo because sankasa atoyera nchem esi ye no sankasi wa santimemu ena eyiri fa so fa nipa ku na anka MPP fo nkan kire Ghana fo da se adentina aban yi 350 million ko meka se sika ni sa if we say otumfo asase so ena nsuo yira fa nipa but because omotirimu no party no baby atoyenchem sie no eye Ghana fo go ne nkranfo dodo MPP fo mu nkranfo so me nipa nti in their head no why should Abanikra release such a money to people living in the communities at one crime until you can see discrimination no the idea so omumbu nipa omumbu ton omumbu tribe no it starts from the party because clearly sankasa aye flat way ne kase si Kumase enenka asantifo wu ya anka MPP nkwasiafo they will never make that statement in fact anka omo beka say aye 350 million esa but you see because part no they don't respect nkranfo. Omo obi a owa akra bia nsu afa ne say dodo ne nkranfo a omo nya nipa wo so obubu omunti. They are quick to say aban sanfa sika ne koto. The government should not use the money to relieve the people. Nkranfo no mo tenkran no nsu ne nko omo. Aban should not bring out Ghana for sika to help the people living in the Greater Accra region. And that is the part here. I keep telling you, say MPP for we Jimmy, no reasonable, rational human being. It me who on hinibi e won kran memu na odi the MPP China. I pity you because the MPP they have never recognized any chief in Ghana. They have never recognized any tribe apart from Asante. What they are doing now no, is being selective. They are basically doing this because omo mun kran for. How can you say as a MP, as a member of parliament, na insu afa nipa ku nipa na ma be gina say sa sika na aban ko yi de hwe omo no montia se aban sanfa nkoto. That is what we are seeing today. That kofo yo mo jimi dodo. Now efia asem na yeka KMA Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly eye Kinzuba ena eye de MC or Kumasi bibi isi wa santimemu ni nyina ne say eye KMA reintroduces summons system to arrest and prosecute sanitation offenders across Greater Kumasi. The Kumasi Metropolitan Assembly, led by Zuba, 6-pack. Omode Emra Abba say, Senia Efin Dukro Ghana, any Asantimaya or no Zuba, and I say Ashanti region MC Ehuno. Or say, Omode Samansamai Abba, wa Wendy Huni, wa Obene, now the best Robin, now the Bibe Katasono. Wa also got to Bolegua, one go to Ngu Santase, Moamote South and Treso, Moamote Ampabing, Moamote Edian, Bibia a friend of Edian, a Sofo line, Omoamote Kumasim Potema, Omani SCA, Omoya Bola CA, Oja Banchi, Eja Kodu, Eja Edia Mankay, no a wolf of 1 or 9, no what it, no their toaster say, Moa Sebio, Omoya Bunobunum Quine, or Chim Bini, a bone. Why ye burobunu kwa ne na akase no or that rubber black no that to na pai na so fu bi twem o hwa na atie gu no ho sa afi no Zuba said dabi se sia de asamansama for be town council tetene from tankers and or the tankers about santimemu wa wane asie wa woni sie wa wo ye baller sie wa sebio on person be je baller ade a wo ye baller sie no and ye de tankers asaba ye cheche nkofo wa santimemu. And baby a fin yes store and say yes baby a man for this stores akoti waterways so the gata sent to me ko in soto and yiri MCO Kumasi Kinzuba or KMA boss no or say sa nyoma ni nyina no omo dwi Kumasi ati kronim sene be ya debi insu yira ben bi beto a sa nsuo no emmeku nipa opese santimemu te na sebio obi ti bini ho na ohwia bini na onte a sa wo ka chen so bini no ho a obeka sa wo di ni bone enitina ende oba santimemu a ye wo mrante ne mabaawa a eye de KMA fo edwi ekuro no atim e de asamasama ya ba omo pese ekuro no mu ye hwam na sebio nipa omutim no enya apomuden no ye wo mrante ne mabaawa Kumasi a omo to abo ade abro eye KMA fo soja fo police fo a omo no mu kontokwa adentira ye nisie adentina mo ba bete ye to se ye nisie we ene de ekoso asantimemu amanfo no mu nisie no omo so omo mpene se KMA boss edi police ni soja beba abe clear kronum atete gatem enti ende omo tambo ba na omato omo de boba hyetai mu ana omato ende emu mrante ne mabaawa ene ne aban KMA fo de ayere so se ye mpene otumfo atase so ne yetia ye nisie ade na opese obeyi yetuma manfo hu se ye nisie enti adane abo atoto a sebio emrante ne mabaawa nipa bi hye omochi a omo so omo mpene ema KMA enti asantimanum enie asmani adane na no obi kasia. That is what the MPP does enti debia no de omo ye ne se jandam no omo ya enche na ewu because what they are doing no nipa dodo bebre omo Ghana ne abrochire hu say ende yentumi fa atro enchechire man You could see, say, the system was a little stale, and with news, facts, and a consistency when it comes to delivering in Sempano. Into to say, now I'm for be crampo TV be more Ghana. I'm after be we not on social media because in you idea san edian yekoti Kevin Taylor amba edian oho. Into hope na saba Kevin Taylor ba what I do or what we do, myself and my team, what we do, and they say we tell you the truth. It could be uncomfortable, but I'll tell you, when people misrepresent people, we correct it. What we do, and it says, "Ubi some na ubi chiana yesatinya some no manangana for who no krewum." In the era of social media, no ubi betuma twist it one some ubi betumi adani aseme dawano ubi betumi ekreti bibia to ubi trim said ya okakra na nye no ano no. It's also you're very careful when it comes to this era. Social media can misrepresent, misinform, disinform, change context into something you Krampono you don't believe. Indeed, be very careful, especially when you are following politics. You are following issues are very important. You have to always take your time to analyze videos. TikTok, Facebook, you need to verify from different sources. So when your information be a group, take your time, assess the information before you decide to push it. Because so be the fake news now push here, you can end up in jail. It's very important to say this new era, a woman. So be a video, be a fake video, a good it does not matter. Baby a video in Baba on Sano, say in some do be a say written something, say a true. Make sure you verify from different people before you put a idea with trust in it or to confirm it. And I say to basically put a wankasa idea with integrity behind it. And it's very important to say. So why I already say you'll be on social media, you should also be very vigilant. So I already say open the credit here, don't rush the news. Men prepare home, men am a person me tentem, men am person me wasn't tem, sad the end they be mislead you, ma ebi wakoda jail. It de be a samba, they be account phone so, or WhatsApp so, or TikTok so. Take your time, ask people, question people, is this true? Where you no cray video way a man for be national editing be atom from him so me go be any massy. Asema ebi a politician we can no one kasa wati. Na asema na all kano ni tinti mu no tie ni saying ni tie mu tie ni saying politician bi aka asem bi minister of the minister of the minister of the wa kan asem bi asem no na context be na emane kan asem no Kevin Taylor kan asem bi obi akotwa bebi e na ode abeto say asem we e na kire we ana. So you need to take your time. There's no rush being on social media. So being a news before you are, it does not make you less important. You need to take your time. You need to take your time before you process, before you consume information. Because we are in an era where people think say they can lie their way to power, especially the MPP, Mahamudu Bawumia, MPP communication and communicators. So be very careful. Atro any idea ma Ekufuado Achichide be the president. Senkenya tra ankanana do danko Ekufuado go to be the president of Ghana. Eya tra ni pebi ehhehye maaye Paul Ademotre eya Kweku Baku eya den Ebexfable eya those obi muni ade eya tra omo chichire to utrim ena ma wadwene se Ekufuado tietia sa no 7 foot but so wunya abotre na so wutie no kura na bo se Ekufuado oya hit enti also de biare nya abotre sebio atro na manfo bi chichire to etum se ba omia economist esi ayehu se ba omia o table tennis player onim nyansa or has nothing about economy. Mamma nya abotre enye wona wo the information beto WhatsApp status first and I say who page first no and then the we are credible. No, it's about doing a diligent job. And into a platform we myself and my team, no, you don't get us making simple mistakes. You don't get us committing blunders on a normal day. If you have a team, you have an editorial team, you have good producers who verify issues before they put out. You know, we don't make such mistakes because you need to always make sure you take your time to put the news out. Very important. Make catch the young people on social media. In Pennyford, almost social media, baby, yeah. The bad people in our system, almost circulating bad news. Almost social media, almost around over 55, close to 60 years. A hona fake news, you know. Almost target in a hona war. Inti sebio yama menam ni ya papa no mo a almost a edwom. Yama menam mo tonwa de odwoma sebio dodo no almost school ko enko echire sa almost social media. E dey say TikTok no. E ho e na sa anko for almost send bad news, fake news no. Sa nipa no almost target omo. Inti so ma me bi TikTok so also we maame na o TikTok or papa na bia woman ko enim na wahu bibi na eka bibi afa bibi ho a sa oba bi bɛn ana nipa bi a wonim se na adwene ekɔ enim kakra eba ɛyɛ internet a busan se we ɛyɛ no korɛ ade we na mehwɛ ɛyɛ no korɛ nipa we ni aka asem yafa no ho ɛyɛ no korɛ saa nsɛm ya Kevin Eken ɛwɔ nyina so saa na woyɛ sɛ ne bɛyɛ a onkɔgye bibi ɛntu tirim a ebetumi di wunya. And these are things that we have to basically be talking to our mothers, our sisters, our uncles, our fathers. We need to be guiding them because the Ghana near one no kura enten and the waha no krentin and the Ghana obi ani agya ho ani agye ho no krentin and the Ghana sika sema gina na so no kura enten and the president or so ye pen asem no krentin and the ogidie our ministers nim the finance minister, the health minister, the agri minister, what minister no krentra say nya no kura na yedidi anim a oman be say to say de ma ba omia a o say no. So we need to be very careful when it comes to news circulation. When we get news, we need to take our time before we consume it. We need to ask for other opinions. We need to ask people what they think about it. Is it true? And the ABF computer are very delicate. Do not allow people to sit on social media and misinform you. Very, very. As for, let's try and accept Ghana for being Kumasi, but this is about Kumasi. But and yet you cannot limit this to Kumasi alone. Ghana for any people change my pa. We are used to a certain lifestyle. Yam pesi abese say free home. Say you start to say yes say baby na you correct your cross say bia adena ye no yes say baby we still don't want to accept say bia ye ne no maybe ye no say baby. And I believe say it's about time Ghana for etiasie say change no de elseba. No maybe so person your mind ye o person your nyoma ye you better take decisions to be ebe nipa bi ya. But these are things abrofoni ya and they be a person you to kwan ko krom. We cannot live in Ghana yet to meet na Kumasi na baby ani say yesi kiosk baby ani say ye aduane wo ho baby ani say nipa bi tena no motena and man nya right. And we all respect the fact to say nyoma nya easy sa ye nim say nyina ekro kasiem ye nipa bebre wo a omo betuma tena omo krom but omo ba krom kasiem abepe de adwuma ye. And we all understand this is not a daily issue obi antiase ye nyina atiase. But at the end of the day, I was say ye chichire man no. I was say ye nyoma right. I was say emra ye busua. I was say stop it obi a obu mra so. So I believe say it do some time bia. Sa de we ya KM for ye. Omo di police for aba, omo di soldier for aba. Na sebi also abo obonjo so. Na wakoto boba na kobo police bi eni. Na wakodem for life. Do you think it's worth it? It is not worth it because baby what yankasa no. Sebi baby out na asase na out no so no. Senka sebi emrama ho kwan se o so tena ho anka obi nkofa excavator mba se obedwi ho. I don't think say omo ti baby a yaka se utumi si dan etena ho no yatam excavator akodwi ho. It is sad way udi nipa bi achi ewom se sebi baby out no aho kire ntina mo abetena ho but eno so nkire se ubu mra so a o se jama ubu mra so. And that is what we need to understand. Say we all need to understand say some sacrifices we need to make some sacrifices. Enti mombranti ene maba wana bonya new regional minister amwako hini eye dwumaden and hwe swami interchange hwe dwuma oye hwe sewia ekwan yi to hospital ho hwe KMA boss demolition oye to make sure say ekwan abeda ho and the Ghana ejato baby a fire service krampo enya baby for mo kamfa sa nyama wo ye no mo ye ene na boa ema ye save lives eni sa oti asafo na wa adwene ya wo say ejato ho a fire service or some 10 minutes bedum jana baby a wo wote no baby a ende ye adwi no baby a eye kwan na mumu bi abetena so no ene na bema obi ba ahye ene na bema obi dwetire ahye ene na bema obi adwuma say iti sa ban take decisions say omo boa a protect ye ni ankasa because when the government decides say ekwan we eni se nipa tena so na ye bia asem sia nipa be wa eye wonti na ban no eye. And I agree with you enye se obi a na benya sika atena Kumasi akọ han Kumasi dan sebio enye obi a hwere bebia wote no anya no obi ebeka se tu ende fanko ye bibi obi beka ye baaye ade enim se ekro mo ho na baaye ende baby out now, do not complain. And I would like to tell a year in Penifua Sebio Omo Ena Omo Asantimai Esho Munsa. And my message goes to 2482. Nana, this is the time you need to put your foot down. Onana no bi. Nyoma bi wo ho a entwa yie. Nana. Sebio asantemai down. And minim se panye kura tokejeti a wote. Saa nyoma nkitinkiti we bi na e wo se ye hu se menhia etuni na esim. Because sebio yetumi hia onana no mtumi ka se omo de omo som. Enya ban na omo som. Nana wo de onim se ne amamu otie. Eba amamu a e wo se nipa bia edi emrakwan so. Se obi koye bibi se ne ye kye no ne ko tu fiase a. Sebio nana ebe hawo obega se wo de hye ne ye kye omo. In the first place, no, for us to prevent people falling casualty or people being arrested and being jailed, for the government trying to do the right thing, no, I expect Menshia to send a message out to say, Asantemai mosu Menshia so edi mraso, sebio otufo say to tukrano, sebio otufo say to tukrano, onim se emraye adwumenti otukwanya, sebio onfandu bone nhye ho. Otufo say to tu, or hinekese or hinemumpon, sebio onim semra ye adwumenti sebio otwika onya na adwene se odebebo obi ka mu odi Ghana ka atwe mra so sebio otumfo se tutu ohene kase a ode ne ho no sebio odokora ti ase se your president odi Ghana so nti also odi enidiema president so emra de the constitution makes it clear it is ultimate oban mu na se ebia se oman ne pese omkekere man no na sebio odi ommu president kora na osu otumfo a I am very sure say menhia ebumra ena menhia nim say de oban no anase aban ne ye no eyade a ebeboa eyade eye na adehye it I expect menhia to speak. I expect O2472 to send a message across that when the government is trying to do its job, when the minister is trying to do his job, we all need to support the government. The moment menhia nkasa, the moment Otumfo ankasa no, it makes it look like say menhia is endorsing this chaotic attitude of the people living on its land. Because yempo yeshia asante emumbebunu eni perifo ade omo kan say omo som menhia, omo de respect ma menhia. Na se menhia busa emra o manum, menhia pese oboa aban no eboa MC eboa the regional minister. O se menhia tumi ne amemburu ne kasa kire omo say the aban ye no onti obi afa ahudie so na emom aban no kekere man no agenkwa ama ejede abo ndwumakuo ho ban. It is up to menhia to make that statement. The moment menhia refuses to talk to the youth, the people living on its land, then it means menhia is condoning this chaos. Menhia is basically listening and allowing the young people to distract government business. And it's ready sometime. Debi amekase. In some sense, not through a sewer santimemwa. It is very imperative for menhia to show leadership, for menhia to let the young people know, because for all you know, Imrantie ya omo eden edi atem eto abobono abobano dodo no kura nya santifo nkwara omunyini wa santimemu ebi kura bu free baby e no mabetena santimemu. So it is important for menhia to speak. It is important for menhia to put a statement, because menhia needs to help. Whether we like it or not, you can say whatever you want to say. But yenyina eti asantimemu, yenyina eti de nkoko ka say yesu menhia otumfo na ekese wa santimemu. And I know otumfo also believes in development. Otumfo enso pese odi mra so, otumfo pese asantifo eden ema emra eya de bia eye adwuma. So menhia needs to speak. Menhia needs to send a message out. Menhia needs to tell the young people in Asantememu say, you people need to stop attacking government officials, the police, the military. Now adia we nkoko we ye yende eto moba ebu police for soldier for na soldier for ko barracks. Now police for come back. No more consist ammunition. No more no more sani tuogu nipa so. Is menhia going to say ya born addition to ana? We don't expect people to be quiet. We don't expect leadership to be quiet. We need menhia to speak, because oba santimemu menhia de dia sante. We have a regional minister who represents the government. We have a municipal chief executive who represents the government. But asantifo de enimo. Debiano must say sebio minister crash Otumfo ase. It is up to Otumfo and menhia to tell the youth to stop. So Otumfo de menhia to man can't change mebunu so bunjaya. Then end the menhia the shishan kwara we ase momo ye de omo ye no. Because what will make these young people stop what they are doing? It is only when Otumfo, who are the people respect and see as the leader of the land, unless Otumfo speaks. So Otumfo ankasa na so Otumfo ni daho. Menhia ni daho and a omoma mebunu we attack aban attack soldier for, attack police for. I am not saying Menshia na ye, but if Menshia refuses to speak, then that is how the message is going to look. So Menshia refuses to obey, then it means say that is how at the end of the day, the whole thing will look. We expect Menshia to speak. It's not supposed to happen. Now, I mean, Adebia eye abanwe esa eye. Now, Ghana Medical Trust Fund and the Padodo FN Mahama case. Omaye adie sronkubi under the leadership of Obobia Dakun, oye the CEO or the leader of Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Now, say, mind, if you cannot hear the sound, refresh your system. Refresh your phone, refresh your iPad, refresh your TV, switch the channel and come back again, you will hear the sound. Now, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund for IABB. Now, Ghana Medical Trust Fund, and one friend Mahama Kesa, and on Okana Ubia Ehu. Now, Ghana Medical Trust Fund, a footwa, John Mahama Ba Baymuno, Wabi Bia, Yadisika Eguma, Yaria, a Kwanko Yaria, Yentumin Sano, a Yentumi Ensano, Yetumi Esano Ghana. Yare bia sebi obetu kwan kwa bruchiri se okosa ho yare no Mahama Ghana Medical Trust Fund no sa sika no ye mfa mawo. The only way obetu me use sa sika we bi ana we Ghana ni a ye betu ni sika obi ahwe no ene se yare bia ano edin a ye be sa no Ghana no sa fund we Mahama de bae no fotuo we no eno na etumi eden etumi eboawo me anka se bebusuani sa Mahama case ana se Ghana Medical Trust Fund we is save mebusuani. Now, under the leadership of Obobia Dakono, Assam the WSC a day or two ago, President Mahama commissioned upgraded cardiac center at Kolebu under Ghana Medical Trust Fund. In fact, Oko Kolebu na omo a cardiac center oho a center a share akuma mun sensem ne yare bi kwankro hramu ne ade na sebio na sa a center na wo Kolebu no na sebio kodwo to na bibia nkoso. Now, under the leadership of Obobia Dakwa, the person who is in charge of a fund where Mahama by Etieno, Omo to me Ako Kolebu, Ako refurbish, I upgrade Emma Sebio, the refurbishment, and not just making sure say they are renovating it, but equipment a world class equipment na Omodia Basa Beshawa, Omashamukina, and the Oka a cardiac centers are Africa ha and the Kolebu Diana a 7 nipa bebre Ghana no under the leadership of John Mahama and also the leadership of Obobia Dakono Abanwe etumako Kolebu in less than a year and a half etumi akko upgrade develop build a cardiac center no well me no ka say akoma won yarewa ne ade a keka ho a nipa bebre ebre se obobetumi aso ano yenya eho hospital nko omo ana omoko Kolebu kura omunya baby mpontina na machine bi ani wo no and under the leadership of John Mahama and the NDC no something interesting has happened. And the most interesting thing is the interesting thing is say John Mahama aban no atumi enya abotre etumi ayeden edi djuma edi eyesa center we na wo Kolebu a na Ghana fo nyina adwen say sebio enya de a betumi aye djuma biom. And in less than 2 years Mahama aban no etumi a renovate upgrade amasa cardiac center na wo Kolebu no and the America say ejina na so na the FN say under the leadership of Obobia Dakono the omotima say enye eno nkwa na mo pese mo di nwodwuma. In fact omo isi baako ewo asantememu na awo de konfo anoche na etumi a7 omo mu free srem eba omo sa ekosi de baako so ewo another region. So what is happening right now and say almost baako Tamale, almost baako Kumase, and the enkrandia ewo Kolebu no Ghana Medical Trust Fund for etimi IC and no so and the say the chraw na o share ejuma omo aye o share dedication akom. And this is not the first time I make Ghana Medical Trust Fund wasem Mahama case wasem Obobia Dakoda no ejuma omo aye. The last time e chraw mo srem ejuma omo start cardiac center almost start AC Kumasi Konfanoche and omotumi a complete a kolebu de na uhu a weni beje. Now the good thing about this is that sa lab we a ehwe eye den akoma ho nsem ene sebio yarwa hrawa ne ade no enye easy se ekuro bia no obetumi nya sa eye den sa eye ayarsabia na lab no akọ se obu ho a oyare pa oyare akoma yare na se be obenya bebi kura akọ aka se yare ne se na tie yare ne se na tie se ne betuma ya so ano se ne betuma start ayo ebi ni ho ende under John Mahama ne NDC under the leadership of Obobia Dako ewo eye Mahama case no sa foto a yete ya yenye nyansafo ehwe so make sure say sa dwumade wo say edi no we all have to understand say aban we eye bibi aban we samra aban we sa edien nipa shebre. There are a lot of people sa eye center we ewo kolebui sa aban we enya anka ye nipa bebra akoma yare ne yare wabia sebio ekọ nipa akomemu na nkebe kuomo. So this is not a joke. Near to Kroma and MPP ba bemu bebu la General Hospital to go here. But NDC ba bemu in less than 2 years, almost to me SC cardiac center, almost upgrade no. So the almost 2 years and I say, but almost to my building on it, almost cram machines papa. I'm in there. So Oma maybe in crime obi kolebu na owakuma area you are bet sure say okwa at least obenya ayarhwe eno ene the John Mahama a commission in crime kolebu moment. This is what John Mahama is doing. The health minister Akando, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund Obobia, this is what they are doing, and don't underestimate this. Mema obintina ho hwe say aban we yes I dey for 20 years. Do you know what will happen in Ghana? Udim send nipa abrabo ebetima asesa. Udim send ya ebetuma saving kwa wo Ghana. Say ade we say ekoso and the see cardiac center wa ha abani ye way, and we can see the progress. Ghana baby a war for 80 years. For 8 years, MPP by nobody even thought of it to have a fund. And not just having a fund, having capable people managing the fund. Fund will be able to maybe, but do you have capable hands? Do you have a minister? Do you have the CEO or better run this medical funder? At the end of the day, the purpose will be achieved. These are God-sent people. These are people who are willing to work and serve you. They might not be perfect. I agree. The NDC is not a perfect government. But at least, so when you compare this government, the initiatives, what they are doing, changing of lives every single day, we see it. And the things they are doing, the interventions, saving people, creating opportunities, it is not easy in this era. But we have a government that has been in power for less than 2 years. Now, and sometimes sit back and say, okay, what if I give them another 4, another 4, another 4, another 4? Do you know all these people, what they are going to do? Obobia is a young lady. They are going to be in there. They are going to use their expertise. They are going to get leadership or working with to build this nation. That is all that I talk about. I'm not saying say NDC, they are humans. Sometimes they might make mistakes, but we are always looking out for the willingness, the service part of them, how they are able to create opportunities, protect lives, give the vulnerable some hope. And this is hope. This Ghana Medical Fund, through the initiative of President Adiaba, are changing lives. And the akumayare da obiswa, at least our regime say there is a funder, a big cardiac center, edahuye ebiwe juma yebetumi akoho nipa kuma and the aban we bohobine. The government is using the Ghana Medical Trust Fund to protect lives, protect hearts. Inti debe veteran kache Ghana for say, enya aban ni aban yo, uhian konform ye dedicated, uhian konform ye willing, uhian konform ye ready so meboa. Because aban movement bi obe take bia na step bi obe take bia na, I will say save life. I will say protected property. I will say a protector gives you the security, give you hope. And since this government came to power, we are seeing this. You see this as a joke. And now one can find yourself in such a situation for a cardiac center to try and find your problem and help you. This is a fund that Mahama Bia and the Koswa Ebwa. What you saw, are you not excited? Are you not happy? Are you not willing to be part of this revolution, this change that people living in Ghana will be proud to be in Ghana, to be saved in Ghana, to have confidence in themselves and in their country? When to the Ghana for say, menka say NDC nyankopon ne gum and Jesus Christ ne gum. As much as they are humans like us, some of them are going to make mistakes. But let's look at the holistic picture. The ideology, the vision, what they believe in, what they want to do, what they want to do in the next 20 years, the next 30 years, the achievement they want to achieve, how they want to do it, the people in it. So when you see the substance, and how majority of them are dedicated to their job, dedicated to service, how they want to change your life, then it means the party needs to give in another opportunity and countless opportunities to build that vision that John Mahama has built. From J.J. Rawlings at Tamils, John Mahama again. And that is what I want you to believe in. Sanyoma we ni de to aba, sanyoma we ni de dwene se aban bia ba adwene me ho. This government thinks about me. Because you could be somebody suffering from heart problems tomorrow, and this fund, sa futu away the beje wonkwa, sa futu away, sa cataract center ombesino, cardiac center way, and then they bet me aje wonka. Into we are Ghanaian, don't take these things for granted. Abrofo, they don't take these things for granted. Abrofo, they don't joke with these kind of things. When a government builds a cardiac center, white people don't underestimate it. They see it as a multi-billion-dollar idea. Because one cardiac center you built in Ghana, through a fund, you have basically saved millions of old people and young people. Because so the government is cutting through problems. And I would like to applaud the minister, and I would like to applaud Boadu because her exceptional leadership. Masa, sa fund say ya the na ya mau clear job to do. And you see the kind of projects she's carrying around or working around the nation. It is not a joke. This is a fund. People have to donate. Now you need to entice people. You need to work for people to say, "Safutowe or somebody sikatum, major salary or some take a kratum." You cannot just sit there and say, "Fund and sikambrim." It is the work you do with the little you get that will convince people that they need to put in more money into the people you put in charge of funds. Their connections and their willingness and service, the way they are able to put the fund to use for people to know, so where the answer on it, yeah, the Sikari Koshema, yeah, bank, yeah, company, yeah, individuals, yes, agents, yeah, now the reason why people feel comfortable to put money in the Mahama case, and I say Ghana Medical Trust Fund, and then say they trust the leadership. They see a leader or the leadership, it is committed to work, to deliver, and they are seeing the work. And to me, I will applaud the president for bringing the idea. This is not the first time John Mahama has brought fund. To me, save Ghana. He brought Asla. He brought so many funds. They have all saved this nation till now. Also, the new one about fund way, a Ghana Medical Trust Fund. But I would like to applaud the minister and especially the CEO of Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Very important. A young lady who is very, very detailed. Ejuma oyeno. You better the medical doctors akotwa no mbetiti omobe messy up. You better be the surgeons at one or mess up. But this lady, her background and the way she has been able to manage this Ghana Medical Trust Fund, I think say we need to pay a special attention to Boadu and the job she's doing. It's exceptional. And we all need to believe in it. Yeah? And then be a bit of politics. Let's be honest and be like, you know what? People need to be applauded. People need to be protected. And what this lady is doing recently, I think the National House of Chiefs, I think it was a courtesy call, or I don't know. But you see, the National House of Chiefs president or the National House of Chiefs made a statement. And that statement, I feel, say, it was, without due respect, it didn't come from a good place. And I would tell the National House of Chiefs, sometimes this kind of petty politics, trying to trivialize things. We are looking at Mahama case, Ghana Medical Trust Fund. And if we add the National House of Chiefs for Omanwa, almost say, de-emphasize, and I quote, Mahama Care's nickname of Ghana Medical Trust Fund to avoid politicization. If we add the National House of Chiefs for Anwa, Adentina Ghana Medical Trust Fund, your friend Mahama Cares, some friend Mahama Cares, a man for the politics better home. But the Mahama case, and as a Ghana Medical Trust Fund, it was actually created by a politician who is leading a political party and is leading a nation. Mahama now or did the Mahama case buy, or the Ghana Medical Trust Fund buyer or a politician. John Mahama, Sebio Mahama, Ombotiti, and Ombotebutaneso. Onya Mahama, a politician, and odwene ye de sa idea ne baye. Inti South National House of Chiefs. Now, person say because people are calling the Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Mahama case, and that about political. That you are being political. You are being basically the bad one. Mona sebio mo say Ghana no. Near to Kromha. And I say Ekufuado graduate. Motina na ofre fran to mani Ekufuado ebo krono. Man kind of krono ho asem. In some die Motina National House of Chiefs. Some of you people entertain Ekufuado's madness. Motina hot to son and kwasi asamso. Yatina Kroma, Mukache Ekufuado graduates. Did any of you people at National House of Chiefs come out to say Anjai Ekufuado graduate na ye free SHS for now? Best say free SHS no. You people applauded this dwarf. Every single day he came to the National House of Chiefs. No, she still decided to get to war. Now what to what says slaves. You could not speak to his face. So if Ghana Medical Trust Fund and their friend Mahama Kesa, your problem is that people will recognize Mahama for being intelligent than your MPP Ekufuado Baumia. Yet Tikroma, we saw or heard a lot of things. All of you sat at the National House of Chiefs. What to say slaves? You entertained Ekufuado Nkwasiade. You people could not come out. Na ende Mahama Kes Naba, na Ghana for Ajia Tuma. Must friend Tuma by politics say I my friend Mahama Kes. Na your friend Ghana Medical Trust Fund. We all know it's Ghana Medical Trust Fund. We know the CEO of Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Obobia Dako, Oko event na your friend na. Yenka say the CEO of Mahama Kes, your friend no, the CEO of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Yenjimi ye, yes what we can gain. You people are not smarter than anybody in Ghana. You people should stop this childish politics you do with him for some. If we call Mahama Kes the Ghana Medical Trust Fund Mahama Kes, how does he politicize it? It's a end Ghana Medical Trust Fund Mahama Kesa. Why didn't you people make noise when we were being told to say SHS graduates were Ekufuado graduates? Why didn't we do that? Why didn't you people come out? Why weren't you people so bold enough to tell Ekufuado to say, "Sir, free SHS now, but 2015." Now, Professor Nano Pokwa Mahama Lanchevia, or Becca say, Ekufuado the free SHS by yet Haka Ekufuado graduates. Why didn't you people become men to speak and say it is politicizing our educational sector? You people, sometimes, you are hypocrites. You are destroying this nation. Whether you people like it or not, it is John Dramani Mahama who brought this fund that is saving lives. And there you understand, I am Kumayare. And Akumayare Chiomwa, Sieduko do I say Mahama Cares and I say Ghana Medical Trust Fund. It is you they are taking care of. How the name is mentioned does not matter. It is about the work it does. A Juma Eye. So I was expecting you people to recommend or commend the government to say you have done something that for years we have expected reasonable people to do. But this is what you need to do as a House of Chiefs. The National House of Chiefs, this is the time you need to go out, demonstrate and support the president and say, you are proving to us the president because they are. But what you people do is you always try to malign, destroy what we want to build. And that is not good for leadership. That is not how you talk. You cannot sit there and make it look like, whether we like it or not, Mahama, the Ghana Medical Trust Fund was put together by a politician. We will politicize it because Sanka MPP for the Munyansa, Sanka MPP for Omunyan Kwasiafua, and come by and combative fund say, I'm going to save Ghana for. But because my MPP no more Jimmy, because of damn Ghana for Sika to Amena, because they were involved in deep galamse in your communities, your respective communities, you people could not talk because they were taking care of majority of you people, because you were involved in deep blue corruption. You people could not tell Ekufuado that his government was destroying lives. But you sit there and you are looking at trying to politicize something that we all have accepted. Because the Ghana Medical Trust Fund wasn't brought by Sebio Obi Oton Nkoko, and now Obi Oton Wache, and now Obi Oton Suya, and I say Obi Ebia or Kokwansuko Fantuma. It was brought by a politician, a Guinea. Why don't we have National Trust Fund for Chiefs in Ghana? I thought you people were going to also come up with some fund that I am for Sebio Omudu point to be a you bet me you to be ashore muare, but we don't have. All that you do is royalties. Where Mamisika Munina Masasi say. Most of you chiefs at the National House of Chiefs, why the more most of you chiefs at the National House of Chiefs send a obia power, you single singer. 90% of you they do galamsey in your hometown. Don't you people know? All of you know who does galamsey in your communities. The contractors, businessmen. You are involved with the Chinese. Most of you are doing galamsey, but you sit there and pretend as if you're Jimmy. The galamsey issue, you are supposed to be held accountable. You don't have the moral right to even come and say, Ghana, Mahama case, we should not associate it with Mahama. We will, because Onimunyansan or Jini near this side and buy. So Bisu Nyansan came 8 years no and could be buy. But Omo Jiminti, most of them 8 years they sat in Ghana, destroyed hospitals, destroyed government properties. Judge for the Omubutuguye, Echo 2 Amanaso Mesi Cathedral. You did not have a problem with that. You never had a problem with that. Near to Kroma Namkache se Kufuor Akoso Daye, Akache the Nyanku Pombiso Si Cathedral. Were you guys not in Ghana? The cathedral, he said he was building it to, at the end of the day, please his God. Were you people not here? You sit here and every time we are moving forward, now the National House of Chiefs, now the politics, now say BBR. The National House of Chiefs should understand the Ghana Medical Trust Fund is called Mahama Cares. And nobody in Ghana can say we don't want to associate it with Mahama and the politics. It is political. We are Ghana Ghana Medical Trust Fund was basically put together by a politician whose name is John Dramani Mahama, and we will name it after him. It does not mean we don't know the name of the Ghana Medical Trust Fund. Stop this. Your responsibility, your job, I made a man say, go back to your hometowns and stop illegal mining. You people should go back to your hometowns. You sit in Accra, always having meetings and always trying to politicize things. Go back to your hometown. The real problem is at home. The real problem is not at the National House of Chiefs. The real problem is on your lands. It's where the people live. Baby and conformity here fuo. Omusona yese no e monsa so. Or he be at National House of Chiefs bia e wa asase. Go home and protect the land. The land na ye na nanom de share monsa se mun bo ho ban no. Madania ma akronfo and akronfo no ese asase no. Omutu galamse also. We can sit here and pick you one after the other and show every single person. Omukro wa ya galamse. If you people want me to do that, I'll do that. And I'll start from you, Ojahoho, the president of the National House of Chiefs. Now, when I bet my 2 galamse was Abra Winim. All that you know about is royalties. Give us royalties. We want this money. Go back and do the job. You people have let the homes. You have allowed people to infiltrate our forest. Amount for Bebukwayegu. And Sasia and Anamabo by the Ashamonsa, some Mundiso Ahene, and a businessman are come together. You are destroying our lands. We sit here and we are blaming politicians. We need to blame you people first. Nobody is going to blame a politician in Ghana. We are going to blame you people. Majority of you are involved in illegality. You are allowing people to mine on your land, and we have evidence to it. We don't even need to work too hard. We can find it. We can mention everybody's name and link them to on their land. If you people want me to do it, I'll do it one day. From the president of the National House of Chiefs, the deputy president, the who, Obi everybody. What are you doing in Accra? Go back home and take care of your land. Go and protect the people. Go and protect the water. There's no power again. You people cannot tell us. You have failed the people. The National House of Chiefs has failed the people of Ghana. They are disappointed in you people. You are the overlords of the lands. Because my boss na ye tuegu no monsas munsu abo mo ho ban no ya bosom no and mama Chinese for tuegu Ghana for politicians have said no, we are not going to blame politicians again for illegal mining. We will blame you people. Na Ghana for na ye jimi kakrantra and so na the politicians na blame politicians. The real problem when it comes to issues happening in our localities on our land, you are the cause of the problems. You see, you people deserve what Kufuor did to you. That disrespected you people. You deserve it because he saw you people were not responsible. You could not tell him in his face. Nanado Danko Kufuor came to the National House of Chiefs. Abrana Wabubo a whole report from a sector minister say nkoko galam say you sat there, the guy lied in your faces and you were clapping. The disrespect. And today you want to tell us we will link politics to a Ghana Medical Trust Fund, a NDC Nadibaye, John Muhammad Nadibaye, because of John Muhammad, amount for Akumayari, you best say, Womonqua. The Benamutis Obiako, Ghana Medical Trust Fund, Yabusan Party Canada. It is about Ghanaians, but we will not also forget who brought it. The way we will never forget Kwame Nkrumah of the things he did for us. We will never forget J.J. Rawlings for building railway lines and trying to work with the people. We will never forget Atamos for his work he did, the things he came to make sure it's working. We will never forget John Mahama for this medical care. Nobody can take it away from us. We will protect it and we will speak on it. Mo sebio mo ahemfuri bi krampo mo wu anasa mo teso mo pese ebomu din na obia be bibia e affect e protect Ghana from say me mbodi din kan. It is Mahama case and nobody can stop it. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund is for Ghanaians and it was actually invented by John Dramani Mahama and it's a friend Mahama case. Nobody can say anything against it. Munja said in that time.
Boadu SHS.
Mo sampeni fo mano asem na ebekumo. Mano asem no eno ene bedi machia akukumo. Ado SHS no. Na wo ka kire wan. SHS le kufu ado dia. Mo mano asem ene nkonwa na moteso na mo nka no kore no. Mumu bi mano asem na ebekumo. Ene de meme yanka Mahama case ebe politicize no. Na wuti bedwam ohini mua, the president of the National House of Chiefs. O kache Ghana for say Ado Dankwa, Ado Preman, Ado SHS. Yamfre Ado SHS. But Mahama case de abima meyenka. Politics na mufre from Ntuma no. Ntuma no one day muna man eyi muna no akopem dan. Na mosi aguma no nyina tutu. Saa de na airtime na munjai. Ya de mu receipt be kire mu de me ni baby akọ medwuma nie. O kasa me will be evidence da ho. I don't have any medwuma mayani. So I have time. So we are you so you're paying it to Ghana. Now be chatro. Now be da dankofo. Who do position bet now editro. Ado SHS na se kire sen. Uti your campaign 2020 no. Na ado SHS na o ka kire hwan. Na ne kufa don dey free SHS buy. Na na do danko ekufu ado. On dey free SHS buy. 2015 na udi hene. Ya lanchi free SHS or Ghana. Nana do danko na de baye but utina bedwom efufu ntuma e ka kire Ghana for say emfre kufuado adu free SHS but enne obi de dey Mahama Kesaba na eje nkwa na esewu life a why utinu kwale ka kire say ebe politicize no intiendi politicize no na yemfre ne dey Ghana Medical Trust Fund onyankopon ne abosoma ye nyina ne omote they will deal with all of us. They say onyankopon twedi apon kwame one abosoma yati omoso say ye di ni penim no they will deal with us in our sleep. Yan kano kure yan di no kure nkyere man yan di no kure ye to asi akonwa so mpremiensa yan di no kure ndi ni penim yan nye saade no. Every day we try and align ourselves with politicians to disgrace people, to destroy. Yeah, build the crow na yan penifo mumu bi mu say kro no. It's your friend Mahama case ade na ye. Why na ba bontra beka say na me hia ayaresa sa fund ne mamisika ya mami show me card party card ansa ne mami sa help no. You don't do that. Uti bedwo mu your campaign adu free SHS and obeka just say Mahama case politics. Don't do that. Yam pese anu beti obia. Yam pese ya no ebetia obia o Ghana. Ene obia nya obia bibia obia so tumi nya obia bibia o Ghana kronim. So obia nya obia bibia obia tumi nya obia bibia. So let's be truthful a little bit. Let's be honest in our deliberation as leaders. Yen guys our politics are enya feno. The Ghana Medical Trust Fund is doing Mahama case. Oba America near Obama care or America for now instead of 250 years. Your Obama care. When guys had an air time. I didn't say Konyachi yes anyomano. Munko fiena munko shamon sasi. Mr. S. Mr. P. When we return, you guys should take your time. Get every single chief at the Ghana National House of Chiefs. Let's basically split it in 10 groups. We are going to start from the president of the National House of Chiefs. Every single chief. They say 98% of him for Omote National House of Chiefs. And I'll prove it to Ghana for. So, Mr. P, Mr. S, let's do this job. We start from this man's town. We start from Ojahoho's town. We want to prove to Ghana for said that National House of Chiefs number 2, they are doing nothing. They are not helping when it comes to the fight against illegal mining. They are the custodians of the land. We are the chiefs. They are the ones allowing illegal mining to happen in Ghana, and this man is their president. So what I'm going to do is, myself and my team, we are going to do a comprehensive work on the National House of Chiefs. Yeah, the picture betua ne abo ukuro gala ekoso. Yeah, the picture betua ne a chere Ghana for the amount of damage what now as a chief. Yeah, say ukuro from 2017 to 2026. Yeah, the picture to ne ama Ghana for will say, oh, National House of Chiefs. This is what you are sitting on. And we are going to start from the president or Jahoho. I don't have personal issues with anyone. Yen pese nyina yen say yen ka no kure. Yen pedifo a yen di no kure, na yen fa no kure nchichire man. That is all I need. I don't hate anybody. With all due respect, I am for more Ghana. Obi ama mi sika na mesu mi obi sika. In fact, mo yen pedifo, mo ya ahemfo de same papa. We need to be honest a little bit. The hypocrisy is bad. This is the time you are supposed to support this fan. Mo say Edino. And so now to judge ado free SH. I know not can say way. Enya de sa. E go for the second name say SHS. When you change ye nyina nipa bebre te Ghana. Unim time SHS start here, free SHS start here. Jai sa wo ye penyini. Penyini enya sa. Udi nipa enim, udi ahemfo enim. Ya enya sa jai, enya fe. E go for the second name here SHS. Nana do danko kufu the second name is SHS. We penyini mengu hu anim asesa e ferry e do sometime na time. I know sometime mo kan sama mo tenef mo kofi amontan embusa mo se de kan yeye. Ye chichire man mo ye pedifo. Mo mo ye ne chichire man na mo njai politics na mo de say ade bi e pese ye mo njai mo bi de mo ye na time. Ye chichire man ye nkwara ye siso ye hwe mo nim. Obi afri nkan ko krom. Munyina mu free National House na mu kom krom ko bom nsase ho aban na mu tena Zoom na mu nya meeting and the WhatsApp munyina mu obi WhatsApp video mu create group na mu ya tena krom na mu nya meeting anya da bia na yetenkran mu gigya bu krom go na mu tenkran na mu ya business obi anko krom anko hwe na sase anko body krom ho ban yese mu ya ahemfo yenka se mu ya akra ahemfo ye wo manche won kran ono na hwe nkran so mu kom krom de bia a code meeting de bia National House of Chiefs de bia mo obi anko krom obi anko hwe na sase obi anko bona sase ho ban eno na hia enye de hia ni de hia ne se mo mbo sase ho ban asase na mo na nanu de ja mo na mo nya ba bia gina e frefra ho ntoma mo nko bo ho ban mo ti krom ha e na ekufo do bie kwaye se yenko galam se wom mo nyina mo tena wo te se de obi ani se na mo sere mo se. You are basically laughing at your teeth. Mutina kromo ekufo de ka say yembie kwaye a ewo mo nsa asoso ne yenko tisika kokko obi aye adwom amanfo papa mpenifo obi abe ma yirai enne ma betena say mahama kes ye ntiase ye mfre no na ado SHS no ekufo de second name SHS mudi amoye na etan enya munjai obi anko krom